My name is Tom Taylor, University of Connecticut. I want to thank the college for this distinguished honor of the Service Award. I do appreciate it, particularly on the 50th anniversary of the ACP. I was a freshman dental student in 1970 when the ACP was founded, and have followed its progress for those past 50 years, and it's been a pretty amazing growth, and I'm truly honored by this great award. Thank you very much.
Hi, I'm Don Curtis from UCSF, and I'd like to thank all of you for the recognition associated with the Distinguished Researcher Award. Receiving this award means a lot to me personally, but also largely because it recognizes the importance of our work on risk assessment, that being how a formal process of risk assessment might influence treatment planning, patient consent, and the way we maintain a patient being treated with dental implants. Therefore, the award really belongs to a very large group of us, over 25 colleagues that includes 8 residents working on projects related to risk assessment. And so far in the last 4 years, we've published 5 manuscripts on this topic, and hopefully there's many more on the way. And I won't try to name all those involved, but you know who you are, and thank you very much. I'd also recognize and reflect on the thought that over the last 30 years, I've probably received much more support, mentoring, and encouragement from colleagues than I've reciprocated with. And with that in mind, if there are colleagues out there that have developed an idea for a study, want to use me as a sounding board, please feel free to email me on the topic. And if it's something I am familiar with, I'd be happy to provide feedback. So thanks again for this recognition, and I look forward to seeing you all in person sometime soon.
Hello, I'm Dr. Carlo Ercoli from Rochester, New York. I'm extremely honored and much humbled to have been selected by the American College of Prosthodontists as the Educator of the Year. I'd like to thank the senior leadership of the college, Dr. Steve Hudis and the board of directors, the nominating committee and its president, Dr. Nadim Baba, and all the members for this recognition. I would also like to congratulate my friends and colleagues who have been awarded with me today, as it is a tremendous honor to be recognized within such a distinguished group of individuals. As I reflect back on this award, I would be remiss if I would not acknowledge the very individuals who made this possible in the first place. First and foremost, I would like to acknowledge my parents, who 25 years ago, with great personal sacrifice and continuous moral and financial support, and made it possible for me to come to this wonderful land of opportunity and eventually settle here. Secondly, I'd like to acknowledge my mentors, Dr. Gerald Grazer, my prosthodontic father, Dr. Jack Cathan, my mentor for periodontics, and Dr. Ross Tallens. These individuals have shared everything they knew and had with me in order to have me mature into a more effective teacher. I would also like to acknowledge our prosthodontic faculty, starting with Dr. Choklidakis, our program director, our dean, Dr. Eli Eliav, because as someone once said, it takes a village. And one of the reasons why I'm here today is thanks to their leadership, their service, and their loyalty to our program. Our group of alumni, the Eastman Prosthodontic alumni, the best group in the world, are also to be recognized as they make possible every day every single improvement that we would like to do to our program. Lastly, our students. Although they might appear to benefit from our teaching, they are the ones that can keep us on our toes. They make us better every day. They challenge and stimulate us into becoming better teachers. Last but not least, I need to acknowledge my family. My loving wife, Katya, my children, Kristen and Elena. They are the true backbone of my life, and they've been the best award I've ever had the blessing to receive.
Hi, American College of Prosthodontists. I would like to thank you for the opportunity to be distinguished as the awardee for the Clinician Award for 2020. It's an amazing year. The American College of Prosthodontists continues to represent prosthodontists within their specialty, and it's a unique privilege to be acknowledged by one's own profession. When I received the call from Nadim Baba, I was amazed and I was frankly very flattered and honored. Thank you very much, Nadim, and members of the nomination committee. I'd like to acknowledge my co-awardees for this year, as well as mentors who have been awarded in the past and have also been listed amongst those in the lineup. Names that come to mind are John Sorensen, John Bumer, Bob Bima, Bob Sprigg, Ken Malamut, and others. At this point, I'd like to say there are two others that have influenced me greatly, and I would like to acknowledge that in 2007, the Dan Gordon Award was awarded to two people, and that is Frank Salenza and my father, Niles Gachet. Having the opportunity to be acknowledged by the ACP is a distinct honor, and it's rare that one has the opportunity to have their father as a mentor and a prior awardee as well. For that, I thank you, American College of Prosthodontists. This is an amazing award and an amazing opportunity. See you in better years. Take care. Bye.
Greetings from sunny Phoenix, Arizona. My name is Tracy Bischoff. The board of the ACP has chosen me to be this year's recipient of the Dental Technician Leadership Award, and I'm truly honored to be this year's recipient. I want to thank the board members of the ACP for choosing me for this award. I want to also commend them for their forward-thinking gesture. In a day when the dental lab industry is finding it a challenge to attract new talent, this award is an important acknowledgement of the value of dental lab technicians to the dental profession. Honoring lab technicians is a great way to strengthen the working relationship between the lab techs and the dentists they serve. So I'll gladly accept this award on behalf of so many other lab technicians who deserve this far more than I do. Over the 50-year history of the ACP, we've seen significant changes in the dental profession and in the dental lab industry. Some have been good and some not so good. While there's been a recent trend toward the commoditization of dentistry, the ACP continues to hold a very high standard of excellence in dentistry. In my view, the American College of Prosthodontists is the premier organization in this regard. It's a community where we share our knowledge and experiences, and this is what will keep us on the leading edge of the profession into the future. I'm certainly blessed to play a small part in this community. Given that this year is the 50-year anniversary of the ACP, receiving this award is particularly special for me, because this year also marks my 50th year of having proudly served the dental profession as a laboratory technician. I've had the privilege of working with and learning from some of the finest clinicians in the country. I hope you're as excited about the future of dentistry and of the ACP as I am. I hope you'll come and join us.
Receiving the General Lefler Federal Service Award is an incredible honor. For those of us lucky enough to have known him and served with him, we realize what an amazing leader and individual he was. I've tried to emulate his leadership skills, his devotion to military service, and his love of prosthodontics. I first met then Colonel Bill Lefler in 1978, and I remember that moment as if it was yesterday. As a young military dental officer serving in a caste system, he made me feel as if I was the most important person in the world. That was his gift. I remember the advice that he gave me and the passion on how he delivered it. General Lefler was one of the most inspirational leaders that I have ever experienced. I'm truly humbled and moved receiving this award.
Hi, I'm Dr. Joseph DiFazio from West Long Branch, New Jersey. I was surprised as well as honored to receive the Section 1 Private Practice Award for 2020. This award made me feel proud of being a prosthodontist. Without the support of my staff and my wife, Rose, over the last 42 years, my practice would not have been the success it is now. They deserve part of this award. I would like to thank whoever nominated me and wrote supporting letters for this award. I would like to thank my mentors in the past, Dr. James Lepley, Dr. James Schweiger, and Dr. John Pirro, all from Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center. I hope to continue making everyone I mentioned proud that they nominated or trained me to be the prosthodontist I am today. At this time, I'm continuing my private practice and teaching at Rutgers School of Dental Medicine, as I have done for the last 36 years. Once again, thank you for this great and humbling honor, and be safe.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Dr. Brandon Stapleton, private practice prosthodontist in Lexington, Kentucky. Thank you so much for the honor of being recognized as a private practice prosthodontist who goes above and beyond. Thank you so much. I appreciate that recognition. Exceptional thanks to Dr. Ahmed Kutkut for recommending me for the award, Dr. Leslie Horn, a private practice periodontist in Lexington, for a recommendation, Dr. Shannon Johnson, a private practice dentist in Louisville, Kentucky, who has been was my professor in dental school and a dear friend of mine ever since. And also to Miss Patty Dancy, who is my CDT here at the office at Identity Dental Studio. I appreciate her growth, her drive, her ambition to be better. I also appreciate my partner, Lee, for putting up with my shenanigans and my working late and my meetings and my study clubs and everything else in between here and there with dentistry. I appreciate him and his sacrifice so much. It has been an honor to share this experience with him, my family, and my team here at Identity Dental Studio. Thanks again for this opportunity. I wish we were doing this in person. But in tribute to that, let's please have a drink tonight and raise a glass of bourbon for Kentucky. Thank you so much for the honor. Thanks again. Have a good night.
Hello, this is Dr. Lino Calvani. I'm a board-certified prosthodontist and an ACP member. I graduated at Tufts in '91, and since then I'm teaching there as an adjunct associate professor. The ACP Award of Distinction recognition I received from my peers today deeply honors me as a professional and former director of the ACP Region 7. I want to dedicate this award to my teachers for what they did and are still doing for me. I dedicate it also to all prosthodontists and to all students, especially the youngest of us who are starting now. Never give up your dreams, guys. I hope to meet you all soon at the ACP meetings. Seeing the current problems as an ICU doctor, I know that while we wait for that moment, we have to follow the W rule. We will win only if we wear our masks, wash our hands, and watch our distance. I thank the ACP for this huge honor, and I thank again for having me on today. To you all, wherever you are, God bless you, and God bless America. Stay all safe, please, and thanks again for the honor. Have a good one. Thank you.
Dear friends, dear colleagues, the college has guided our discipline through a half-century of unprecedented scientific progress, and it has been my privilege to be part of a global academic cohort that promoted and nurtured the specialty's evolving scientific underpinnings. It is in this context that I, George Zarb from Toronto, Canada, hasten to thank you for acknowledging my role in a collective educator's commitment to provide optimal treatment choices and long-term outcomes for all our prosthodontic patients. Two extraordinary scholars made this possible: David Sackett at McMaster University in Canada and Bering Verbranemark. The first introduced us to clinical epidemiology, the second to the whole notion of surgical protocol for achieving osseointegration. The published work led to an exemplary evidence-based approach to ensuring efficacy and effectiveness for managing prosthodontic challenges. The brilliance of our current repertoire of clinical techniques must not be allowed to succumb to a formulaic approach, especially one driven by commercial agendas. Our clinical interventions must never become an unnecessary burden for our aging population or an insurmountable time-dependent challenge for the discipline. I thank you again for this recognition and hasten to wish the college another brilliant half-century of achievement and successes. Thank you very much.
This has certainly been a most challenging year. What I have learned most about during this year is leadership. Leadership is the art of motivating a group of people to act towards achieving a common goal. I'd like to spend a minute or two talking about my friend, colleague, and mentor, Dr. David A. Felton. Dr. Felton completed his dental degree in 1977 and his MS in Pros training in 1984. He has served as faculty and graduate prosthodontics program director at UNC Chapel Hill School of Dentistry. He served as Dean at West Virginia University School of Dentistry and is currently the Dean at University of Mississippi School of Dentistry, where I am told he will soon be retiring. Other accomplishments in this wonderful career include President of the American College of Prosthodontists, the Academy of Prosthodontics, and the American Board of Prosthodontics. He is currently the Secretary of the International College of Prosthodontists. Some of his awards include the ACP Distinguished Service Award and the ACP Dan Gordon Award. From 2003 until 2018, he was the editor-in-chief of the Journal of Prosthodontics. During his tenure, he saw the expansion of the journal in terms of number of issues, scientific impact, as well as the number and quality of submissions. He has published extensively and lectures both nationally and internationally. I think, though, if you were to ask David what he's most passionate about, it would be family. His lovely wife, Sue, their 5 children and 10 grandchildren, and his residents. It is my honor and distinct pleasure to present this year's Presidential Award to Dr. David A. Felton.
I'm Dr. David Felton, and it is with the utmost sincerity and humility that I enthusiastically accept the 2020 ACP President's Award from President Steve Hudis. I've received several awards during my 36-year membership in the college, but this one is truly special to me. I joined the ACP in 1984 and attended my very first meeting of the ACP Board of Directors in Charleston, South Carolina in 1989, and I've had the privilege to have served on the board for 28 years. President Hudis and I met a very long time ago when we were both much younger and I was much thinner through our participation in the ACP and the Greater New York Academy of Prosthodontics. We've been through thick and thin, through good times and bad, but have remained great colleagues and very good friends. If we were meeting in person, I'd walk up on stage, shake Steve's hand, and then give him a great big hug. But in this COVID-19 pandemic year, that simply would not meet CDC guidelines for proper hand washing, social distancing, or mask usage. I do hope that this 2020 virtual meeting, along with our virtual celebration this evening, is a one-off event and that we can all be together in San Diego again next year. Therefore, Dr. Hudis, in lieu of what I'd normally do, please accept my fist bump handshake and a great big air hug and my sincerest thanks for this prestigious award. As I officially retire from academic dentistry in November of this year, this award really makes me realize just how much the ACP has meant to me and to my career, and just how rewarding my relationship with the college, the board of directors, and President Hudis has been. I will always treasure the ACP and its members. Thank you, Steve, for this incredible, prestigious honor. Thank you.